What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Wombo Combo Show. It's just me, Ben Yaconis today. No cap. I got held up working all day. What a sucker. No, just kidding. But we're here. We're doing the show. It's just me, as I said before. So today we're gonna go over some fantasy football predictions, top 10 guys, and quarterbacks, running backs, wide receiver, and tight end. Uh, don't be mad at me if I leave out your favorite player from that list. I try not to. I'm already looking at one of my list, and someone is just not on there. Why? I don't know why. It's beyond me. Uh, just double checking my work. I don't know why I didn't double check it before, but we'll start with the wide receivers because I'm an idiot and I totally forgot about Justin Jefferson. I didn't forget about him. I had him here and I was like, no, I don't want to put him at this spot just yet because I think with the quarterback situation in Minnesota, them starting McCarthy this year, is he going to put up numbers? Probably because he has in past, with Kirk Cousins and with the other backups he's played with up there in Minnesota. So he'll be on the list. He'll be on the list. I'll have to cut someone off. Maybe one of the honorable. I'll move one guy on the list to the honorable mention section instead of actually in the list. So, oh man. So that put that puts Puka Nacua in the honorable mentions for me. He was at 10. The reason why I only have him at 10 is because, one, can he stay healthy for a full year? That is going to, limit his point production in fantasy football for everybody who does draft him or has him in like a dynasty league. So that's why he's at 10. He's a great talent, great player, great wide receiver. Just needs to stay healthy for me in order to, consistently stay in the top 10 list, fantasy wise, for me. At 9 is A.J. Brown from the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like he's the best wide receiver in Philadelphia right now. Granted, he's at 9 because of Jalen Hurts' style of play. They do like to run the ball there in Philly as well with Saquon. So he's at 9. 8, Garrett Wilson. It's just because he plays on the Jets. It's just he's never had a great quarterback. Still doesn't have a great quarterback. Maybe has one with Fields. We don't know that yet. We don't know if Fields going to be this great passer. We know he's a great runner. He can run the ball very well, very fast. But we'll see with Garrett Wilson if he can, crack the top 5 wide receiver wise for fantasy. 7 is kind of a shock. I got Ladd McConkey at 7. Why? Because I love a white slot wide receiver who's shifty. I think he's going to be really good. I think Herbert is going to feed him the ball a lot. They did his rookie year, so expect a big year from Ladd McConkey. 6 is Brian Thomas Jr. Down there in Jacksonville. Now he put up better numbers when Trevor Lawrence was hurt, which is interesting for me. You would think the better quarterback would get him the ball, right? But no, Mac Jones fed this man and fed him often. So we'll see if Trevor Lawrence can follow suit with that and get BTJ the numbers that he was getting while playing with Mac Jones. So number 5, this one could be a real big hot take. Is Nico Collins at number 5 for me. I mean, he does have some injury issues. CJ Stroud last year did have a down year. We can see if he'll bounce back as well. But I think Nico Collins can have a huge year this year down there in Houston. I like his size. I like his speed. Good hands. Good feet. That's one of the bigger surprises for me. It surprised myself. I was like, I'm gonna put Nico Collins there at 5. So I'm gonna check chat real quick.
A couple people, Isaac.
So what's up, Isaac? How you doing? What's up, Bruce? Adam's in here. What's up, Adam? What's up, guys? How you doing tonight? It's just me. How you liking my list so far? I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of nervous. Never done anything like this on my own. So we'll just keep moving on. I don't really see anything here. I don't have a mouse. I should always bring my mouse. Uh, but anyways, number 4 for wide receivers, fantasy wise, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's going to be another surprising one if he does finish in the top 5 for fantasy. Just because of in Detroit, they got 2 really good running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs and Monty. They like to run the ball there. But he is the number 1 target for Jared Goff, clearly, up there in Detroit. So, and I would like to see him. I'm just going to predict that he has an awesome year, finishes in the top 5 for fantasy and wide receiver wise. 3, I got Malik Nabers from the Giants. Who's going to be a quarterback? Will it be Russell Wilson off the start? Will Jackson Dart win that job in camp? Who knows? I think regardless of the quarterback is, they're just going to say screw it. Malik Nabers, he's down there somewhere. Jameis will if he plays at all. So I got him at 3. Completely still forgetting about JJ. I'm 2. There's gonna be 1A, 1B. So so 2 is CeeDee Lamb. I think he's gonna have another good year as well. He's shown that he can ball out. Whoever's throwing the ball down there in Dallas. And who knows, maybe Joe Milton plays for Dallas at some point this year due to injury from Dak because he has been getting injured last few seasons. Or maybe his contract situation forces him to sit out, or I don't know, something. Something happens to Dak, maybe, and Joe Milton comes in and plays. But CeeDee Lamb's a number 2. So 1A, 1B, 1B, Justin Jefferson, Minnesota Vikings. 1A, Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase was wide receiver 1 fantasy last year. He could do it again with the Bengals and Joe Burrow. It's a very good prediction. I mean, that's probably the betting favorite if you're betting on that for him to be the best wide receiver fantasy wise this year again. And then Justin Jefferson could be a close second as well. So, and that's my, I guess, top 11, technically, for wide receivers. And I do have a couple honorable mentions, guys to look out for. Drake London from the Atlanta Falcons, Jackson Smith and Jigma from the Seattle Seahawks, even with the addition of Cooper Kupp and Sam Darnold. I think he can still have some really good numbers for people who draft him this year fantasy. And then my last honorable mention, Adam, you'll like this one, Devonta Smith. So, and that for me, that depends on can AJ Brown stay healthy all year. How well Hurts does throwing the ball. He's shown that he's becoming a better passer. He showed it in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs this past season. So keep an eye on Devonta Smith as well. He is a very good wide receiver in his own right. Next, let's see what's going on in the chat. Where do I got T-Mac from Terry? Terry, I don't have him as an honorable mention yet. I didn't have any rookie wide receiver from this year's draft, just because of the unknowns, especially with Tet going to Carolina. Didn't really feel comfortable putting him on this list just yet. Who knows? He could pop off. He could very well pop off, and he'll be on this list by the end of the season. So these are just stupid, dumb early predictions for fantasy, for me at least. Let's see.
while we got a break here, real quick.
Yeah, producer Paul, say something.
Yeah. While we got a break here, real quick, we got some crazy stuff going on in basketball. If I don't know if any of you guys in chat keep up with basketball, but I know we just finished up a couple of series. Lakers in 5 really came true, didn't it? And then saw the Nuggets took a nice victory. The Nuggets and Jokic going off. Big Russell Westbrook fan. Had a cat named Russell Westbrook. Don't ask me how. Um, you look like you're ready over there, Yak. You ready to jump back on the horn?
Yeah, I can't. I was trying to scroll through the chat and see other questions or comments. I don't have a mouse.
Yeah, I'll try to call out some here and there, but I did notice that Warriors on top. Terry's right. That was another one I didn't bring up. Is Steph is just still looking like the best shooter to ever live. Period.
I mean, he's arguably the best shooter to ever play the game.
Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy. Steph's still looking nuts. Like I said, I try to keep up with it as much as I can, but it's tough. But I did see some really good basketball. I should start watching. My poor Bucks are out of it though. Giannis might be getting traded. It's all over. But we can all say at least it's not as bad as lose Suns. The Suns are dead. I called that like 2 years ago. Hallelujah.
Yeah, I really don't even know. I don't know much about basketball. I really don't even know who's still in it. I know the Cavs lost.
Yep. Like I said, I'm totally kind of guessing my way through just watching YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah, I know the Cavs lost. So that's all I know. But moving on with our dumb early fantasy predictions. Top 10. Going to move on to tight ends. So at tight ends at 10, honestly, these are in no real particular order as well. But at 10, I got Evan Ingram with the Denver Broncos. I feel like he can have a really good year in Sean Payton's system with Bo Nix. Really like that addition for them in Denver. Think he's going to excel there. At 9, this is his last time being on this list if he doesn't do anything this year. This is the very last time I will say anything about this man. This man is Kyle Pitts from the Atlanta Falcons. If he does not produce at a high level, like top 10 tight end type level, bust. Major bust. With all the hype when he got drafted. Was he a top 10 pick?
Sorry, you're asking the wrong one.
I know, yeah, no, chat. Someone let me know if he was a top 10 pick. I believe he was a top 10 pick. Kyle Pitts. If he wasn't, let me know. So Terry, yeah, was that 8? Yeah. Okay, so he was drafted 8 overall when he got drafted. So he needs to do something this year. I feel like this is his last shot to prove that he was worthy of that 8 overall pick. I think he can with Penix Jr. throwing the ball. Granted, he is a lefty quarterback, which is cringe in itself. But we'll see. This is the last year, if he doesn't do anything, that he'll ever be on any top 10 list at all. At number 8. Number 8, I have Dalton Kincaid. I think he can have a bounce back year. He had a very bad year last year fantasy-wise. Did not put up the numbers that you would like to see where you drafted him in fantasy. Probably like 5th, 6th, 7th round at that, for that position. So I'd like to see him have a bounce back year. I think he can have a bounce back year. So that's why I have him at 8. Number 7, first rookie in the top 10 fantasy predictions that I have is Colston Loveland from the Bears. I feel like he'll overtake Cole Kmet. He seems like a better vertical threat than Cole Kmet. And plus, the Bears took him at 10 overall this year in this year's draft. So watch out for Colston Loveland. Think he can crack this list at 7. Number 6 is kind of a surprise pick for me. I had him last year in fantasy. This is Jonnu Smith from the Miami Dolphins. They like throwing this guy the ball. He produced very well at a very high rate. With Tua, without Tua, they like getting this guy the ball. He's a big body tight end, and he can run like a wide receiver. Love his production last year. I think he's going to double down, do it again this year. Janu Smith at 6 for me. 5, Trey McBride. He could be higher. He could be higher, Trey McBride for the Cardinals. Would like to see more red zone opportunity for him. He only had, what, 1 or 2 touchdowns last season. Like to see that number come up. If it does, he could crack the top 3. He's a very talented tight end. 4, TJ Hawkinson from the Vikings. Solid tight end, solid player. As long as he's healthy, he can be in the top 5 for me. Number 3 is Tyler Warren, rookie wide receiver for the Colts. And regardless of who's playing quarterback for them, and they're in Indy, I think Tyler Warren is going to be a phenomenal player. I think he might be the focal point of that passing game. Regardless, I mean, Josh Downs is a nice player. I'm not sold on him just yet. Just yet. I know a lot of you guys love him here in this chat. I know Adam loves him. I know Red, you love him as well. I'm not particularly sold on Josh Downs just yet. We'll see what this year holds for for him and the Colts. But I got Tyler Warren at 3. I think he's going to have a Brock Bowers type rookie season. 2, I got George Kittle. It's George Kittle, man. He's a beast. He's always going to be a beast. As long as he stays healthy, he will be a top 5 tight end. Maybe 1, maybe 2. But at 1 is Brock Bowers. I think he's just going to repeat last year with the Raiders, especially with Geno Smith at quarterback. Just having a better quarterback to throw him the ball is going to help him. So, and not, the Gardner Minshews of the world. Mad respect for Gardner Minshew. Hell of a backup quarterback. Would love to have him as a backup quarterback. He is not a starting quarterback in this league. Geno Smith has shown that he can be a starting quarterback in this league. So, look for him to get Brock Bowers the ball a lot this year. And I just noticed I left someone else off my list. Yeah. Sam Laporta is not on this list. He will add him into my honorable mentions because he had a bad year as well last season. But I think he'll bounce back. He should be in there. Maybe do like a 4B. So there's 11 guys. I'm stupid. So it's my list. But I mean, I wanted Sam Laporta on there. So yeah, 11-man miss. So, and then some honorable mentions at tight end for me. I got Travis Kelce. I got Pat Freiermuth. Even though the quarterback situation for the Steelers is in the air, is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? Is it going to be Mason Rudolph? Is Will Howard going to surprise everybody and show that he's a starting quarterback in the NFL for being a 6th-round pick? Probably not. But I like Freiermuth. Still think he could potentially crack the top 10 if, depending on who's playing quarterback. If it's Aaron Rodgers, he probably can. Maybe. I don't know. But honorable mention nonetheless. And then the last honorable mention for me is Dallas Goedert. He is a very serviceable tight end when healthy for the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't really have much to say on him. Just stay healthy and he'll play. He's solid fantasy tight end. I mean, would be nice to get him in the later rounds. All right. Let's check the chat here. Take a break from the list. Brock Bowers is a goddamn cheat code. Adam, yes he is. I have him in my dynasty league. Absolutely love it. I drafted him I got him dumb late as well in our 2 QB league that Kep has. Me and Kep are in together as well. Shout out to Drippy. Really? He gave us roses. Shout out to Drippy for the roses, bro. We appreciate it. I don't have a mouse. And I'm struggling over here.
Brock Bowers is a cheat code.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Pitts was a fourth pick. The 4th pick, I should say.
Pitts?
Yeah, Pitts was the 4th pick, yep.
4th?
Yep.
Terry said he was the 8th.
I'm seeing fourth and eighth.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
that's about it for right now. We got
Yeah, no.
just add them with the zingers. That's about it.
Yeah, no, Terry, I agree with you, man. I think Howard would feed Fryermuth given if he got the opportunity to start for sure. But we're gonna keep rolling here with our list. The next position I'm gonna go over are running backs. I didn't leave anybody off this list. You might think I did when I go through the list. I didn't forget about anybody this time. So at 10, Omarion Hampton with the Chargers. I think he's going to outplay Najee Harris. I think he's going to be the starting running back for the Chargers week 1. I think he's going to kill it for them. And kind of make Najee Harris an afterthought, really, except for like goal line stuff. Because Najee Harris is definitely more of a power back. Marion Hampton's got more does have some power, but he's a home run hitter as well. He can take the ball distance when need be. Najee Harris cannot. So I feel like he's just going to be the better running back there in LA for the Chargers. At 9, another rookie, Trey Henderson. He is also going to take the starting role in New England from Stevenson. I just feel like Stevenson is going to fumble his way out of that role, man. Like he has a history of fumbling the ball, so watch out for Trey Henderson. I think he's going to ball out, regardless of what number he wears. And I think if he wears he's going to wear number 32, and that's dope. Wear number 32, Trey Henderson. Show all these haters wrong. Bring 30s back, baby. Let's go. At 8, Kyron Williams for the Rams. Very solid running back. Very productive running back. Feel like he will be a top 10 running back for fantasy this year for the Rams. At 7, I still got Breece Hall as a top 10 running back fantasy wise. He just does too much. He's great out of the. He's a great running back. He's got good speed. He's got good hands. He can do it all for you. He's an every down back. And with the Jets, they're going to use him a lot, especially with dump downs. I think Fields is going to dump him down the ball a lot up in New York. Just expect Breece Hall to put up some numbers fantasy wise this year as well. At number 6, I got Bucky Irving. He just continues doing what he did last year. Gets more of a role over Rachaad White. I think last year he proved that he was the better running back. Anyways, even receiving the ball. Rachaad White is a good receiving back. He's a nice compliment, but I just think Bucky Irving is just going to get more touches than Rachaad White. So look for him to have a really good year. At number 5, I got Ashton Jeanty. He could be higher. He could be lower. I put him at 5 right in the middle of this list just because he is going to the Raiders. That offensive line is kind of shitty. But, I mean, Josh Jacobs ran behind shitty offensive line there in, well, it was Oakland, but in Vegas now. But I think Ashton Jeanty will be just fine. I think he can crack this top 10 running back list for fantasy this upcoming season. Watch out for a big year from him. At 4, Bijan Robinson. This is where you can go in any order now with these guys. 4 is Bijan Robinson for me. He's also Mr. Do-It-All for the Atlanta Falcons. He's going to have a really good year regardless of what the Falcons do, barring injury. 3, Saquon Barkley. He would normally be 1 for me, but there has never been a running back to go back-to-back years to finish number 1 fantasy-wise. So that's why I have him at 3. He's still going to have a phenomenal year in Philly. They have a great offensive line, and it's Saquon Barkley. He doesn't. I mean, he didn't get hurt at all last year. I believe that was his second year where he played an entire year. As long as he can stay healthy for a full year, again, he will be in the top 5 for running backs for sure. At 2, Colts fans are going to love this one. I got JT.
Okay, we were just talking about it, Jack. We were thinking he was going unmentioned, so.
Nope. At number 2, I got Jonathan Taylor, my guys. I didn't forget about Jonathan Taylor. This dude is a beast, man. He put up he rushed for what 1,500 yards while missing 3 games or 3 or 4 games last year. So like I think if Jonathan Taylor can stay healthy and not miss a single game, he can finish running back one for me. He's that good. He's that good. But at one, I got Jahmyr Gibbs from the Detroit Lions. I think this year is going to be his year to finish the top at the top of this list for running backs for fantasy. I think he's going to absolutely kill it. Uh, Even with Monty there in Detroit, I think the offense is going to lean more towards Gibbs when it comes to running the football. Just because he's younger, he's faster. He's a home run threat. He can take the ball to the house at any point in time. It just doesn't matter where he's on the field. He can score touchdowns for you. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to finish number one this year. Excuse me, blowing up. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to finish number one this year for fantasy football at the running back position. Some honorable mentions I got Devon Achane, the Miami Dolphins. CMC for the 49ers. CMC is a big one for me because if he's healthy, like fully healthy, uh, he could easily be number one as well. But his is just, is he healthy? Is he going to play? So CMC is an honorable mention. And then Derrick Henry is another honorable mention just because it's Derrick Henry. I mean, he almost ran for 2,000 yards himself last year. He is getting up there in age. Does he have another year or two in his prime? If he does, I say this is his last year in his prime where he can fully dominate the league at running back. But just keep an eye. I keep an eye out on him. He is in the honorable mentions for me at running back. So yeah.
Bruce is going problem with no A-Chan. That's the only argument I'm seeing in chat. No A-Chan, he says over Genti. He thinks A-Chan over Genti.
Achane over Genti, huh?
I think over rookies, he says.
No, I don't. I like the rookies better, man. I mean, I'm surprised I don't even. I mean, RJ Harvey would also be an honorable mention for me too, for Denver. But I mean, with Achan, it's also just. I mean, he's a home run threat as well. It's just he's not a top 10. He's just not a top 10 guy for me right now. I can't put my finger on it. It's just maybe it's just because it's Miami. I don't know. They're not known for. I mean, they're not really known for running the ball. When you think Miami, I think Tyreek Hill. I think Waddle. I think Geno Smith. Uh, but I don't completely forget about him because he is using the pass game a lot. That's why he is an honorable mention. He could easily crack this top 10 list for me. But moving on to quarterbacks for our top 10 quarterbacks predictions this year. At 10, I got Jordan Love. I really like Jordan Love. I think he could be higher. I was just kind of there's too many good quarterbacks in the league to not have on this list. I mean I kind of got a couple surprises here coming up, but 10 I got Jordan Love. Think he's gonna repeat what he did last year. If he can stay healthy for a full year, he could be higher than 10. Obviously, that knee injury kind of limited his fantasy production, missing those 3 weeks. But if he can put in a full season's worth of work, he could be higher than 10. Number 9, Caleb Williams. I believe he will crack the top 10 list this year. They beefed up that O line there in Chicago. They got him a nice tight end in the draft. They did lose Keenan Allen, but he's old. Definitely out of his prime. They still got DJ Moore. They got Rome Odunze. I think he's going to be just fine. I think he will crack the top 10 this year. I got Bo Nix at 8 from the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix at 8. I like Bo Nix a lot. He had a really good rookie year. Some would say he had the best rookie year. I don't. Jaden Daniels had the best rookie year as by a quarterback last season. But Bo Nix was a close second. And he's going to be in this top 10 list this coming season. Number 7, CJ Stroud has a nice comeback year in his third year in the league. I think he will crack the top 10 list, be in here. bounce back from a mediocre sophomore slump. I think he's a better quarterback than what he showed last year. He will crack this list. The next 6 are obvious. It's Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Those no particular. I didn't really want to rank those guys because I have no idea how they're going to finish. But it's Jalen Hurts 6, Patrick Mahomes 5, Lamar at 4, Jaden Daniels 3, Joe Burrow 2, Josh Allen 1. That could all interchange, but those guys are obviously, barring injury, going to be in the top 10 for sure. Some honorable mentions I also have: Kyler Murray, Jared Goff, and Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was a top 10 quarterback last year. He had a career year throwing over 40 touchdowns. He's just an honorable mention for now, just because I don't know if he can necessarily repeat another 40 plus touchdown season. So that's why he is an honorable mention for this quarterback list for me as well. And that's what I got for our predictions fantasy wise for each of these positions. Let's move into the chat, see who all has some interesting.
Stick around, chat for like 5 minutes and call it.
Yeah. So they're talking about Lamar Jackson in here.
We got Derpy over in YouTube. You can shout him out.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Derp? How you doing tonight, buddy? Baker was QB5. Okay, yeah, I knew he was in the top 10 last year for sure. I had him. So I just don't think he can repeat that. I don't think he can repeat a top 5. He could possibly get in the top 10. I don't think he'll repeat a top 5 performance next season. So, oh man, I don't think Bryce Young is gonna crack the top 10 at all, Terry. I think the closest he can get is like 12, 15 range. I don't see him as a top 10 quarterback fantasy wise just yet. Still has another year of proving to do. I mean, he very well could. He could shut me up and he could be the best quarterback in the league. But I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
He says get Mahomes out of the top 5.
No, hey man, Mahomes is going to be.
I don't know about that. I agree.
Yeah, no, Mahomes is going to be a top 5 quarterback as long as he's in the league and healthy in the league. You know, I mean, they're short. They're trying to shore up that offensive line there in Kansas City. I'd look for him to have a top 5 fantasy type season. I mean, they'll probably get Rice back from injury this year. They should. I mean, they normally come back 8-9 months from knee injuries now, so they should get him back. Worthy going into his second year. They did draft a kid, Royals, in this year's draft. So, I mean, I think Mahomes could have a top 5 type season fantasy wise. We'll see. So, that's kind of going to do it for today's show, man. Like I said earlier, no cap, just me. Kind of had the butterflies the entire show. Never done this on my own before, but it's fine. If you're new watching us, go ahead and smash that follow, subscribe, leave a comment. I don't know, do all the internet stuff. We're kind of entertaining, I think. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be doing this again next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Shout out to you guys watching the night. Appreciate y'all. Kep, we missed you. I'm kind of struggling here on my own, as you can see. But it's good. Peace out.